what's up guys? What's up? Just gonna wait for a few more people to pop up online. And then yeah, we're gonna do this thing. How you guys doing today? So I literally give it 2 or 3 minutes and then we'll kind of just get into it. And then we'll kind of get into it. Just gonna wait for share now. Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to the live sessions with me, your boy, your cousin, your brother, Hanson Asiedu. Yeah, just waiting for a couple more people to come in, and then we'll start the live. Makeda Bain Brown. Well, formerly Makeda Bain Brown. Makeda Hanson Asiedu, how you doing? Right, what am I doing? Right, share. Right, cool. Let's do this thing. Welcome guys, thanks so much for tuning in. If you're watching it live, welcome, thanks so much for tuning in and for taking your time to tune in. And yeah. Right, so I've got Facebook Live over there and I've got Instagram Live over there. So I'll probably just look various places in between. Right, connecting to Instagram Live and then yeah, we're good. Right, so I'm connected to Facebook Live, connected to Instagram Live. How's everyone doing? Thanks for tuning in. If you're watching this live, thanks for tuning in. If you're watching the replay, again, thanks for tuning in. I'm going to be doing 3 songs today. I'm going to be doing K-Bass. What's up, dude? What's up, my man? Awesome bass player. I'm going to be doing 3 tracks. I'm going to be doing something old, something new, something borrowed, probably not in that particular order. And then I'll also be answering a couple of questions that people have sent in. I'm going to try and keep it to maybe 20 minutes, but sometimes I can talk a bit too much, so we'll see how that goes. So yeah, Cherish York, good to see you. We'll wait for about another 20 seconds and then we'll get into it. Tune up. The weather looks like it's changing, man. The sun was shining like not too long ago, and now it's right, let's get into it. So the first song I'm going to do is I'm going to do something borrowed. And it's a song called What a Beautiful Name. I think it was originally done by Hillsongs, but a couple of other people like Carrie Joby have done their own versions. But that's going to be my something borrowed. Were the word at the beginning, one with God the Lord Most High. Your hidden glory in creation, now revealed in you are Christ. What a beautiful name it is. What a beautiful name it is, the name of Jesus Christ, my King. What a beautiful name it is, nothing compares to this. What a beautiful name it is, the name of Jesus. You didn't want heaven without us, so Jesus, you brought heaven down. Yes, my sin was great, your love was greater. What could separate us now? What a wonderful name it is, what a wonderful name it is, the name of Jesus Christ, my King. What a wonderful name it is, nothing compares to this. What a wonderful name it is, the name of Jesus. What a wonderful name it is, what a wonderful name it is, the name of Jesus Christ, my King. What a wonderful name it is, nothing compares to this. What a wonderful name it is, the name of Jesus. Oh, death could not hold you, the grave fell before you. Praise of your glory, for you are raised to life again. You have no rival, you have no equal, now and forever, Lord, you reign. Yours is the kingdom, yours is the glory, yours is the name above all names. What a powerful name it is, what a powerful name it is, the name of Jesus Christ, my King. What a powerful name it is, nothing can stand against you. What a powerful name it is, the name of Jesus. What a powerful name it is, what a powerful name it is. What a powerful name it is. Oh, what a powerful name it is, the name of Jesus. Death could not hold you, the veil tore before you. Now and forever, Lord, you reign. Again, for you are raised to life again. Yours is the kingdom, yours is the glory, yours is the name above all names. What a powerful name it is, powerful name it is, my King. What a powerful name it is, nothing compares to this. Powerful name it is, the name of Jesus. Messed up the words there a little, but God gets the glory. Right, so the second song I'm going to do is something old, and I'm going to do a song that I wrote in 2014 actually, called Cover Me. I think I wrote it 2013, 2014, and it was released about 2014, 2015. Cover Me. Cherish, thanks for the thumbs up. Thanks for all your encouragement, man. You've been awesome. Alright, so Hey. Sabadabadwee. Yeah. Oh. Alright, so have you ever felt like giving up? Giving up seemed the only way to choose. Say, did you ever wake up? You're feeling in despair. When you look around you, there was nobody there. So do you wanna end it all? 'Cause you're going through some pain. When your heart is numb and your mind's a mess, just say, Lord, I'm decaying, so just cover me with your love, eh? Cover me with your love. Even when the storms of life are raging, cover me with just cover me with your love. Cover me with your love. Even when the storms of life are raging, cover me with your love. Do you ever wonder, how can someone like me, be helpless like this? Do you ever wonder how a little mistake can lead to such a desperate place, but nobody understands you, 'cause you're going through alone. When your heart is numb and your mind's a mess, just say, Lord, I'm decaying, so just cover me with your love. Cover me with your love. Even when the storms of life are raging, cover me. Oh, the Lord shall supply all my needs through Christ Jesus. If I just believe and obey, say it'll make a way for me, for me. I thought the Lord shall supply all my needs, shall through Christ Jesus. If I just believe and obey, yes, he'll make a way for me. So cover me with your love. Hey, cover me with your love. Say, even when the storms of life are raging, even when the storms of life are raging, even when I got no money in my pocket, no, even when I done lost my job, even when the doctor said it ain't make it, you ain't gonna make it, even when the storms of life are raging, cover me, hey. You gotta be black or white. It don't work like that. You gotta be black or white. It don't work like that. You gotta be black or white. It don't work like that. You gotta be black or white. That was Cover Me. I need some water. Right, so we're going to get into the questions. So thank you guys so much for submitting all your questions in. I've got a fair few. As I said, I'm going to try not to talk too much because once I get going, it's a bit difficult for me to stop. So the first question that I've got here says, what's the biggest thing that tries to hold you back? I mean, there are two dimensions to it. One of the major things, particularly with music, I think this question is in relation to music. One of the major things with music is it costs a lot of money. So one of my biggest setbacks has been money, because you need to. Hi Makeda, that's my wife right there. Hi. Right, so yeah, you need to pay money to go to get production done in the studio. You need to pay money to go get it mixed and mastered. You need to pay money to get PR and marketing if you want it done the right way. You need to pay money for artwork. You need to pay money for photography. You need to pay money to get a music video done. All of that kind of stuff. So one of the things that has been a setback really has been finances, and a lot of people, a lot of artists in my situation, particularly on signing independent, find themselves in this kind of situation where, like, you've got a dream, you've got a vision, there's things that you want to achieve and things that you want to do, but you look at your bank balance and it's kind of like not really saying much. So that's definitely been something that's held me back over the past years. But to be honest, if people have been following me, you'll see that I've been kind of putting stuff out here and there. Maybe not as consistently as I'd want to, but I've still been kind of just trying to do my thing, you know, because I'm trying not to let this thing stop me. But this is a good place to actually thank everybody that supported and backed my Kickstarter campaign, because if it wasn't for you guys, I would not be working on any music at the moment, probably. And yeah, because of you guys, I was able to raise enough money to go studio, get some tracks done, and now I've got a 5-track EP which is being mixed and mastered at the moment. So hopefully I'm going to try and get that delivered to you this year. But if not, it will be early 2019, because obviously I want to do this thing right and do it properly. So hi Kirsty, Mrs. Akinwale. Hey Charlie, this name is heavy. All right, Kirsty. Hi Makeda. Hi Joseph Matthews. Who else is online? Cherish York. Good to see you guys. Facebook Live. We've got Kukwa Morrison. How you doing, Kukwa? Otinen. Oh yeah, I miss them. That's speaking some fancy, by the way. So yeah, money's definitely been a setback, but it's definitely not something that should it's a temporary situation, put it that way. But that's in a kind of external dimension. In terms of other things that have kind of held me back, there's a lot of internal struggles, and I think people who are happy gun Independence Day, Kirsty. People who are very gifted tend to have a lot of internal battles, stuff like depression, low self-esteem, low morale, comparing yourself to other people. When you hear someone that you think is better than you, or you feel a bit kind of, ooh, this person's got something that I don't have, you kind of tend to shrink a little bit, and you kind of try and you undervalue your own talent and your own gift, simply because someone else is doing something that's a bit different to you, or is somewhere that you want to be. So those external battles are there, but those internal battles are the ones that obviously nobody can see. You're smiling, you're posting stuff, you're posting inspirational stuff. So people assume if you're posting positive stuff, then you must be going through positive experiences in your life. And a lot of the time, to be honest, a lot of the stuff that I post is posted out of a place of pain, out of a place of just lessons that God is kind of teaching me and showing me, like, along the way. So the biggest things that hold me back are those two things. Best part of your journey, somebody has asked. I think the best part of my journey has been just those points where I've realized that I've grown. So for example, like, you see me holding this now, but like 3 years ago, I couldn't play the guitar. It just so happened that I think God must have led my wife to take me to a guitar shop on my birthday. I never said I wanted to learn to play the guitar, and like 3 years later I'm here, and my initial aim was I just want to be able to play well enough to just back myself singing, and hopefully I've been able to do that today, and It's what kind of I've been doing over the last couple of months, and last 2 years really just going out and singing with my guitar. So when I see or hear myself playing my guitar, or when other more accomplished like guitarists tell me, oh, you're really good and stuff like that, I'm like, right, really? I'm like, okay, cool. So God has given me this kind of grace on the guitar. Best part of my journey, in 2016 I got to go to France. Hi Abby. In 2016 I got to go to France, and that was literally because I took the bold step to go out busking. That's another highlight. And I posted up a couple of videos of me busking, and some guys in France saw it and they invited me to come over to France, everything paid and stuff like that. So stuff like that really, it really encourages you as an artist, as somebody who is kind of more or less doing everything yourself, having to push yourself. Hey Abby, having to push yourself and all of that kind of stuff. It's really encouraging when people appreciate what you're doing, and when people, you know, feedback and say, oh, that song really touched me, or that ministration was really good. Because to be honest, at the end of the day, the gift is mine to kind of administer, but I didn't really give the gift. So I need to use that gift to do what the giver of the gift wants me to do with it. And you get a lot of artists and really gifted and talented people, especially creatives, who get really frustrated, and they end up in this place where it's kind of like, oh, my gift, my this, people don't appreciate me, blah, blah, blah. And actually, it is your gift, but you're just a caretaker. Like, God just decided to give it to you. So if you want to know what to do with it, like, just go to God, innit? I said I wasn't going to talk too much, but I'm just rattling, man. Next question. Where do you store your ideas? Do you store them in a diary or a phone? I tend to do a lot of stuff on the move, because of having a young family and stuff like that. It's really difficult to do stuff at home, so I do a lot of stuff on the move. So any kind of writing that I need to do, any inspirational stuff, if I get an idea, a lot of it will be fleshed out on the Northern Line or on the Central Line on the train going to my 9 to 5. So I tend to do a lot of stuff on my phone and on the way to work, just on the Northern Line, on the Central Line, and everything like that. This is another side to me, but I'm actually writing a book on marriage at the moment, and actually a lot of that book was written on the train, like on my phone, just tapping away. So I tend to do a lot of stuff on my phone. Where do you store your ideas? Yeah, I think I've answered that. Do you ever reuse ideas that may not have worked out before? Definitely. I think the thing with ideas is a lot of ideas are kind of date stamped, but they're divinely date stamped. So a lot of the time we get ideas and we kind of think that, because I got this idea, I need to run with it now. But the Bible clearly says that the vision is for an appointed time. So although he might have given you the vision now, the manifestation of that vision is for an appointed time. So there's been a lot of stuff that I've reused, like on the EP. One of the tracks that's on the EP, the first track, Lessons You Learn, I wrote that song 2004. That's like years and years ago now. I wrote that song like 2004, 2005. But it's only now that I'm doing the EP that song is kind of coming out. So I definitely reuse a lot of ideas. Like if you've got ideas that haven't worked out, like don't chuck them away. One thing about being a visionaire is you have to really learn to store stuff. You have to learn to have archives, and that stuff is really going to help you. So yeah, yeah, I reuse ideas all the time. It might not end up like looking the same way or sounding the same way, but I definitely reuse ideas, man. And then the last question: are you from Wakanda? No, I am not from Wakanda. I haven't actually seen Black Panther yet, unfortunately. I feel kind of bad saying that, because like everyone's been out to see it. I feel like I'm the only one that hasn't seen it. I know I'm not, but yeah, no, I'm not from Wakanda. I'm repping this shirt today, not because I'm trying to jump on this whole, everyone is all digging their Africanness now, but it's Ghana Independence today, and it's 61 years old, independence. So happy Independence Day. So I thought I'll just rock this thing. So yeah, if you guys got any questions you want to ask me, Kukwa, I think you're still live. Cherish, Abby, Kirsty, Makeda. Any questions before I go into the last section? No, do easy on me. Questions. Question? Tell me what you think about me. Ogo Ajala, hey, somebody has just entered this Insta Live thing, and I need to kind of step up my vocal game and my guitar playing because Mademoiselle Ogo Ajala is now in the room, so I kind of have to like, step up my game. I need to step up my vocal game and my Instagram game. Instagram game? Guitar playing game. You came late. It's all right. You can watch the replay. So I've done 2 songs. I've done something borrowed. I've done something old. I just answered a couple of questions. Do you have any questions you want to ask quickly before I go into the last song? Ogo Ajala, don't joke. Yeah, so I'm going to go into the last song, which is a song called Easy on Me. Oh yeah, Abby, you know Ogo, innit? Of course. Yeah. Those are my people then. Alright, so last song is called Easy on Me. Should I do Easy on Me? Yeah, I'll do Easy on Me. Easy on Me is a track that I wrote about 2 years ago. I wrote it with a great singer-songwriter called Shay Sampson. And she kindly said, yes, you can put it on your own project. So I'm putting it on my EP. And it's just a song about the goodness of God and just about resting in Him. And, you know, where can you go? Where can you run from His presence? You know, if you go to heaven, He's there. If you go down to hell, you know, He's there. Somebody asked me, is that even biblical? It's actually a psalm. I think it's Psalm 91 or something. I can't remember. But it's one of the psalms of David. Where can I run from your presence? Who's we got on Facebook? We got Nana Manye Ngoa. Hey, Charlie. Edino Emojuro. Nana Manye Ngoa. Hey, thanks for tuning in. All right. So Easy on Me. Let's go. Summertime and the breeze is easy on me. Blue skies, yes, I'm thankful that I'm alive. Everything I've been through don't mean nothing to you, 'cause you light up my day, you bright up my way. You're oh so good to me, and in your smile I know that everything is gonna be just fine. Basically, yeah. 'Cause you're easy on me. 'Cause you're easy on me. I see your smile in a baby's eyes. I feel your breath on a cool, cool night. I hear your voice, and it sounds like a rainbow to me. Everything I've been through don't mean nothing to you, 'cause you light up my day, bright up my way. You're oh so good to me, and in your smile I know that everything is gonna be just fine. Basically, where can I go, where can I hide from your presence anyway? Even in the shadow of death, if I make my way to heaven, I know I'm gonna find you there. Oh, 'cause that's where you dwell. And if I make my bed in hell, I know, Lord, you're there. can I go, where can I hide from your presence anyway? Even in the shadow of death. And if I make my bed in heaven, I know I'm gonna find you there. Oh, 'cause that's where you dwell. And if I make my bed in hell, I know, Lord, you're there. Oh, everything I've been through doesn't mean nothing to you, 'cause you light up my day, you bright up my way. You're oh so good to me. Yes, in your smile, I know that everything is gonna be just fine. Say, you're easy on me. Come on. Yeah. Say, because you're easy on me. Come on, say, yo. I can't even hear you, but say yeah. Cause you're easy. Stop, Shay Samson is in the house, yo. Because you're easy on me today. Me today. Cause you're easy on. That's it, Ogo. On me. I remember when we used to sing in the government yard in Trench Town. Observing the hypocrites mingling with everybody I meet. Oh, yes. Good friends I had, bad friends I lost along the long and winding road. In this great future, can't forget your past. So dry your tears, I say, oh, and no, Jesus, no life. No, Jesus, no. I didn't even plan to this song. Life. Yeah, guys, so that's me. Any questions? Any requests? While I'm still in the mood? Yeah, guys, follow your dreams, man. Honestly, like life is too short. Life is too short, and we're only here for a short amount of time. Like, it seems like we've got ages, but like honestly, we really don't. Like, just follow your dreams. But when I say follow your dreams, don't just. Are you from Wakanda? Peter, I already asked that question already. Yo, Wakanda forever. I haven't even seen it yet. Yeah, follow your dreams, man. But when I say follow your dreams, I need to be more specific, because there's this kind of motivational thing that everyone always says, follow your dreams. And actually, your dreams might not actually be what God has in mind for you. So when I say follow your dreams, like inquire of the Lord of what he wants you to do, and just pursue it and run after it with all your strength. Because tomorrow is not promised, man. And greatness is in you. Greatness is in each and every one of you. But unfortunately, not all of us like really untap it or unlock it, or like really go deep. Do you know what I mean? So that's something that I'm really trying to do and really trying to run with at the moment. Abby says, at what age did you recognize your gift? Right. So one way that you can recognize your gift is from other people. Because, and I was watching, Ogo sent me this TD Jakes interview that he did with Stephen Furtick. And he actually used an analogy that I use myself, which is, we see other people and we see what's going on around us. We see other bodies and other persons and other souls and whatever, but we can't really see ourselves other than when we really look in the mirror. And unless you're somebody who's really like conscious and stuff like that, a lot of us don't really see ourselves. So a lot of the time, other people can see in us stuff that we can't necessarily see in ourselves. So like the time when I really like realized that, oh, I might be onto something with the singing thing was when I was about 13, 14. I was around at my sister's house. Like I've always sang in primary school. I used to sing. I used to do this Michael Jackson move, like all of that moonwalking. People used to chase me around the playground. People used to chase me around the playground to sing for them and stuff like that. So I've always kind of sang, but I didn't really take it seriously till I was like 13, 14, when I was at my sister's house, and this was like 90s. She was playing some R&B and stuff like that, and I just started singing along. I was just singing along, and then she just stopped and she looked at me and she was like, "Rah, you can really sing, you know." And it was literally that one singular statement that gave me like confidence to know that, Raj, you know what, there might be, I might be onto something here. And also just being in places like in church or wherever where I could actually really use my gift, whereby there wasn't anyone else to do it, or I could do it, but other people couldn't do it and stuff like that. So I really started to realize that actually I might be onto something with the whole singing thing. But in terms of gifts, some of us, it's like the parable of the talents, the 1 talent, the 2 talent, the 5 talents. Some of you have got 1, some of you have got 2, some of you have got 5, and it's in God's divine wisdom as to why He gave you 1 and another one 5. Everybody's got their own capacity, but the output can be different. So the 2 talent that came back with 4, and the 5 talents that came back with 10, they all made 100-fold profit. So you can't really look at it like, oh, that person's kind of got more gifted than me. Like you have to use what you have in it, and maybe when you meet God, you can ask Him. But yeah, that was the time when I really like realized I could sing. But in terms of giftings, like there are other things that I do, like writing and whatever, and even a lot of those things, the time that I realized that I might be onto something here was really through other people. Like initially there was a passion. I started then to kind of work on those passions and really just use them, and then people then responded to me to say like, "Oh, you're really good at this thing, you know," or do you know what, that kind of thing. So yeah, that's kind of when I realized, about 13, 14, 15 is when I realized that I had a thing with the singing. And I noticed that every time I sang, like people would kind of stop. Like even in church, like sometimes I'm doing praise and worship, like I'm not riffing, I'm not trying to do no scats or like nothing, and like certain places I go, people are looking at me like wow kind of thing. And like when I was younger, it was really flattering when people used to come up to me and say, "Oh, your voice is really good," you know, like after administration. When I was younger and less mature, it was really flattering. But the older I've gotten, actually, it doesn't really flatter me when people say that I've got a nice voice, to be honest. Because when you're in ministry, it's not really about, you don't really want to impress people. You wanna make an impact. And I'd rather people say to me that, "Oh, your ministration really impacted me, and because of that, I've changed this in my life," or "I see this thing in a different way," or "I see God in a different way." Like when people are like, "Oh, your voice," like I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'm still working on it. Blah blah blah. But it's really about impact when you're doing things for God. It's about impact. It's not about impressing people. So I'm still grateful for when people say, "Oh, you got a nice voice," but I don't get a big head over it, to be honest, because there are people with nicer voices. And yeah, I'm just trying to use what I have, man. So I don't know how long I've been online, but I'm gonna go now because I'm talking too much and it sounds like I'm preaching, and I did not come to preach. So if there are no more questions, then I think Auntie Rose is on Facebook. Rose Amankwa. Auntie, good to see you. It's been a while. Yeah, if there's no more questions, then was there something I wanted to say? Yes, they say do one thing every day that scares the living daylights out of you. Doing this stuff. Who's your favorite gospel artist? Doing this stuff. It didn't like scare me, but it's not one more song. Hey, Charlie, doing this stuff is not like something that comes, like people jump on Facebook Live and Instagram Live just like that. But yeah, it doesn't really come easy for me, kind of thing. Like, it took me a lot to work myself up to do this. So, like, just do one thing every day that scares you. Who's my favorite gospel artist? My favorite gospel artist is, I don't really have one. There's a lot of people I like. I mean, most people know that I like Jonathan Butler. Like, that's my current kind of man crush music-y thingy. Jonathan McReynolds does his thing as well. But in terms of who, like, I really affiliate with, that's like Jonathan Butler's kind of like my main guy. Do I have any mentors? Yeah, my pastor is kind of my mentor. He probably doesn't know that, but I kind of watch him from a distance, and that guy is just, like, when he speaks, the wisdom that comes in the revelation. In terms of music, I kind of study Jonathan Butler from afar off, to be honest. So he kind of mentors me. Mentor is not necessarily somebody that you necessarily see or whatever. Somebody can mentor you remotely. Abby says, what advice would you give? Guys, thanks for the questions. It's actually making it really easy for me. Like, if you can see, I'm like getting more relaxed. What advice would you give for someone looking to get into songwriting? How do you get ideas for songs? Dude, if you want to get into songwriting, contact Ogo Ajala is online. Sorry, Ogo, but I need to bait you up. Like, her songs are like impeccable. Contact Ogo. And there's a guy called Jonas Beloved, another dude I know. He's like really big time into like worship and praise and worship. He's kind of like Israel Houghton kind of writing. Like, he can really write. But if you want to get into writing, 68 official Jedi Prinzi. Hey, Masa, waiting the happen. If you really want to get into writing, just find something that you're passionate about, innit? Just find your message, find your story, because songwriting essentially is about telling a story. It's about taking the listener on a journey, and that journey might be something that you've been through yourself. It might be through something that you've kind of seen yourself and whatever else. It might be helpful to kind of learn the basic structures of songs. Yeah, definitely go for Ogo. It might be helpful to find the basic structure of songs. So like, you can have A, B, A, where A is verse, B is chorus, A is verse again, blah, blah, blah. Like, learn basic structures, but really just write from a really sincere place that people can relate with, and write stuff that actually you believe, because it makes it believable when you deliver it, and it makes it a lot easier than trying to convey a message because this type of music is popular or that type of writing kind of works for this season, and you're kind of just jumping on a bandwagon. Anyone that has kind of known me for an extensive period of time, you'll know that I'm not really someone that jumps on a bandwagon. Like, if everyone's doing something, I usually go and do the opposite. Not because I'm trying to make any kind of statements, but I kind of really believe in divinely following your own path. And sometimes that is what the masses are doing, but a lot of the time, when you're a visionaire, it's really about paving the way and going to those fallow grounds and those grounds that aren't necessarily fertile at the moment, and just really ploughing and sowing. So you'll find that a lot of people that tend to follow trends, again, no shade, but they kind of tend to do well, whereas people who are kind of ploughing the fallow grounds are less heard of, because they're doing the work that is necessary to really build strong foundations. What keeps you motivated? You guys keep me motivated, like people around me who kind of inspire me, because you probably missed it earlier on, Kirsty, but I was talking about somebody asked like, what are my challenges and stuff like that, and I talked about discouragement and kind of diminishing your own value just because like you think someone's better than you, or you think somebody is of an equal stature. So like a lot of creatives have this thing where we kind of compare ourselves a lot, and we do this thing where if we think somebody's kind of killing it, we kind of look at ourselves and we kind of just devalue what we're doing, and then that makes you feel kind of low self-esteem, and I want to be like that person. But actually you've got something that other people don't have. Like, you're doing stuff that other people don't do. And a good analogy is if you go on my Insta stories and go back to yesterday, I put an Insta story where I was like, oh, I don't have a beard, blah blah blah, beard gang is helping a lot of people,
and all of that kind of stuff. I don't have a beard, I've only got a couple of strands and all of that kind of stuff. And then a good friend of mine, dear friend, Sumi, what's up? She messaged me and she was like, she started laughing, and then she was like, yeah, but she knows people who, they've got no hair on top, but they've got a beard. And then that kind of made me stop and think, well, actually, do you know what? What I was actually doing was I was concentrating and focusing on what I didn't have. So I was concentrating on the fact that, I'd really like to do beard gang. I don't have that option to do beard gang. And actually, I forgot about the fact that I've got all of this hair on top, and a load of people, beard is overrated. Just ask me, where I'd like to try it still. Yeah, and I realized that, you know what, I was focusing on what I didn't have. And actually, it took someone else to point out that actually you've got hair on the top of your head, and like loads of people don't have like are bald on top and want hair on top kind of thing. And it sounds really silly, but that's the reality. So yeah, just don't just focus on what you don't have. Focus on what you do have, and try and get balance. Like life is all about balance and perspective, really, isn't it? All about that afro. Yes, sir. What do I use for my hair, actually? I use a bit of water. Because I've got, I think my hair's like a 4B. It can get quite dry, so I use water every day to kind of soften it up. And then you'll stay young forever. Yes, so yeah, I use water in my hair to like soften it up. And then my wife makes this concoction of shea butter, avocado oil, olive oil, is it castor oil? And then she puts it in a blender, and then she blends it, and then she puts it in the fridge, and it comes out look like really like a smoothie kind. Not a smooth, it comes out like set, basically like cream, and then you just use that. And yes, that's what I kind of use. I don't really know what to do with my hair. I almost cut it off a while ago. But yeah, Auntie Rose says, are your parents pleased that you have chosen this pathway? How are they encouraging you? Ooh, you've asked the question. I think my parents are pleased. I think my mum would definitely be pleased, because my mum's the one that kind of used to make us go to church, and she really wanted all her kids to serve the Lord and stuff like that. Some of our parents, when you're from our background, Africa, they're not necessarily very vocal, so they won't come and give you a pat on the back or say, "Oh, well done" and stuff like that. But deep down, you kind of get a sense that they're proud. But it will still be nice. But yeah, that's something that I'm really determined to do with my daughter and stuff like that. You need to really encourage people. You don't wait till they die or they pass away, and then everyone comes and says, "Oh, you know, this guy was a great person, blah, blah, blah." So, are you doing any worship events this year? That's a really good question. God kind of spoke to me recently, and between him and I, we just kind of decided that I'm not really going to be doing any worship events this year. Certainly nothing that's kind of churchy, because I realized that in a way I've been kind of forcing myself to do certain programs and certain stuff which I haven't really been called to do. I've really been called to go outside the church, outside the four walls of the church, and deliver my message, God's message, which is essentially part of the reason why I started busking and stuff like that, because I realized that everybody is cramming into churches, everybody wants to go on bigger stages, everybody wants to do, what's this called, Festival of Life, everybody wants to be on a big stage at Festival of Life, everybody wants to blah blah blah, and actually it's good that we don't forsake the gathering of the brethren, but there are actually perishing souls out there. There are people that don't really like. Sometimes when I go out on the street and I'm singing and people stop and they chat to me, and they're like, "Rah, like I didn't know that was gospel music," and because some people still think that gospel music is, you know, organ music and this is it, like all of that kind of stuff. And clearly, and then when they hear stuff like Thai tribute, they're like, "Rah, like I didn't know that you could have beats in gospel music." So I'm really trying to bridge the gap and follow the Great Commission, which is just to go out into all of the world and just shine your light and make fishers of men, because we can't draw people in if what we're doing is alien to them. And I think a lot of the time what we do is we have these programs for ourselves, we have these worship services for ourselves, we have these conferences for ourselves. Everything is about ourselves, but beyond the boundary of the church or beyond the boundary of the building, there are souls out there that don't even know what a praise and worship song is or a praise and worship set. They don't even know that there is a God that is still alive. So I really believe in taking the church or being the church to people outside. So I won't be doing any kind of churchy kind of events. This is kind of like a big announcement. But yeah, I won't be doing any kind of churchy events. Certainly not this year. I'll be doing a lot more kind of jazz clubs and open mics and busking and all of that kind of stuff. Because that's where, to be honest, that's where I am most effective. So yeah, busking. So when? I haven't been busking in a while. The last time I went busking was about 6 weeks ago. I went into Croydon, I tried to busk, and it was really cold and my fingers were freezing and I could hardly play the guitar. So probably once the sun starts coming up again, once it gets a bit warmer, I'll go back to busking. So yeah, Lorraine, what's up, man? Good to see you. What's that song that you taught me that ages ago? You taught me this song. You taught me this song and I've never forgotten it, but I've forgotten it now. But when I remember it, I'll remind you. So yeah, guys, if no more questions, then I am gonna vamoose. Lorraine, what is the song? Hey, you taught me this song ages ago. I can't remember, but I've never forgotten it. I'm not sure if you wrote it or not, but I've never forgotten it. Hey, Francesca Pinnerman, what's up? Janae, baby. Right, the time that I'm trying to go off, everyone's trying to come on. All right, guys, I'm gonna call it a wrap. So yeah, if you missed the beginning, you can watch the replay on Facebook Live. Sorry, on Facebook or on Instagram. And yeah, I might do a bit more of this. Can you do a rendition of "Truth Is" by Linda McClendon? I don't know that song, you know. I really don't know that song. Later, Kirsty. Truth Is. I don't know that song. I'll have to go learn it and then come back. I was telling Ogo yesterday, I don't know a lot of songs. I don't listen widely. Have you got another song that I can do? Just do another song. Hey, you really put me on the spot. Someone give me a song. Give me a song. Good Father. I heard 1,000 stories of what they think you're like, and I heard the tender whispers of love in the dead of night, and you tell me that you're pleased and that I never adore. You're a good Father. It's who you are, who you are, and I'm loved by you. It's who I am, it's who I am, it's who I am. You're a good Father. It's who you are, who you are, it's who you are, and I'm loved by you. It's who I am, it's who I am. Who I am, 'cause you're perfect in all of your ways. You are perfect in all of your ways. You are perfect in all of your ways too. You're a good Father. It's who you are, who you are, who you are. Who I am, you're good. Good Father, who you are, who you are, who you are, and I'm loved by you. Who I am, who I am, who I am. Alright guys, I gotta go. Thanks so much for tuning in, thanks for your questions. Might make this a regular thing, but who knows. Yeah. Thanks Abby, thanks Peter, thanks Kirsty, thanks Ogo, thanks Auntie Rose, thanks Francesca, thanks Cherish, thanks guys. See, as a creative, what I'm gonna go do now is I'm gonna press stop, I'm gonna close all my curtains, and I'm gonna watch this over again, and I'm gonna start criticizing myself. But I'll try not to be too hard. Can I come to your house for food? Massa, what do you think this is? I'm not a restaurateur. Bye. Later, Facebook.